What's up? It's Dr. Will James. It's Dr. Will James Reports. Go ahead and click that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Trying to grow the channel. Um, Plenty of videos out there. Going to be very informative. You can learn something from each clip. Um, you can request that I cover certain topics in the comments. Um, Share your thoughts in the comments. If you have me on Instagram or Facebook, and now Instagram, I'm trying to get used to using not Instagram, TikTok. If you have me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, you can shoot me a message of something you want me to cover, and I'll cover it. Trying to get used to TikTok though. But today I want to discuss: can the Black community be saved? Um, got my book, Black Supremacy. If you don't have it, go get that now on Amazon.com, $29.99. In the book, I talk about, the oppression the Black community has faced, and I talk about, um, our resilience and the things that we've done to overcome it. And I also give solutions for what we can do in the 21st century, modern times, specifically Black Americans. Um, and one of the key things that the Black community needs in order to regroup and rebuild is we need unity and we need structure. The structure, we know everything starts at home. When we look at the youth, we know everything starts at home. We need a Black nuclear family. That is why dating and all of these dating shows are so popular. That's why these dating podcasts or these podcasts that, address dating and the social atmosphere of getting to know someone, a partner, a potential, lover, is these are popular. Kevin Samuels was popular for this. Kendra G has a popular show for this. Um, MTR, he discusses this. We have a lot of shows out there that pop the balloon. Um, these are, popping up all over the place because people are trying to date, and we get to see certain things on these shows. We get to see interactions, and we get to see, people's, requirements and things that they're looking for. If we don't have realistic expectations, we don't get to a family. We don't get to unity. If we can't find someone who's equally yoked, we will continue to have single parent households, children out of wedlock, and all of these different situations that are to our detriment. That's why dating is important. And that's why having realistic expectations is important. I was recently on the It's Given podcast. It wasn't recent, it was a month ago, but if anyone who knows how, podcasts work, they don't come out right away. So you can be on a podcast in late January, and depending on, how many clips are backed up, um, it could be 1 month, 2 months later, where the podcast is actually goes out live to the world. And we were discussing, I was on two podcasts recently, discussing that. The one with Trev Smooth, you could look him up on Instagram, and then It's Given podcast with Dr. Sarah Fontenot. And we were discussing dating because these are popular topics. We were discussing social issues, different topics, but specifically dating was one of the key things that was discussed. And I tell no lies. Everything that I say is objective truth. And if anyone wants to debate me and have a mature discussion, I open that to anyone on the planet because I know I'm well prepared. I know I have my facts, and I don't argue without facts to support my claim. I don't promote an argument. I wouldn't debate someone on a topic that I'm not knowledgeable on and that I'm not prepared to discuss. So one of the key things that we have to stop doing in the Black community is we need emotional intelligence in the Black community. We can't have people who, whenever someone disagrees, as soon as someone disagrees, people resort to ad hominem. You will first have to address their argument. Do that first, at least, and state like, look, this is what you're wrong about. This is what I disagree with you about. Um, then you do the ad hominem if you're that immature. But we have to stop always attacking people who may have, a platform without at least having a discussion with them or telling them they're wrong. Because there's been other people who I've had discussions with, um, and I've tried to like get it through their head how wrong they are, and I showed them facts, I showed them data, and then that's when you just realize like this person is just not getting it. There's something's going on there. You're like, I don't know if this person's paid to think what they're saying or paid to promote what they're promoting, but how can you not get what I'm saying? But I still don't resort to like ad hominem or anything that, because what's the point in that? If you just pay the person no mind at that point. If they're promoting something that you disagree with, I would come on my platform. I state what I disagree with them about. I state how they're wrong. And then people could choose to listen to me or listen to them. But what we have to stop doing is, and we see this consistently, and the sad part is you get white supremacy that tears black men down, and they've always killed black leaders. We've seen it, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, Medgar Evers, the list goes on and on with black leaders who they literally said that they would prevent us from having a black messiah, someone who could be viewed as a leader to help black people rise out of oppression. And they either put them in jail, put them in prison, or they got them deported, or they killed them. They did something they threw out false allegations on them to tarnish their legacy or tarnish their name. So we have to stop doing that. And you can't do that without proof. Now, in some instances, there's proof that someone is doing something wrong or something is whatever the claim is. There's evidence sometimes that it's true. But just like with Kevin Samuels got on his show on a nightly basis, told no lies. He had data, facts, statistics to prove his point. And then in real time, we got to see women call on the show and prove his point. Then you had a whole bunch of women, black women, saying he must be DL, he must be homosexual, he must hate his mother, he must hate black women. Without anything to prove what their claim was, that's what they were saying. So, and there's several other people who are out there in the public eye, and you're going to get some sort of scrutiny. There's always going to be people hating. But the sad part is, as a black man and someone who loves the black community as much as I do, and to have to get the hate mail and all of the stuff that I get from, other people of other races for having a book that promotes our resilience and our innovativeness and, the things we've overcome, a book that's dedicated to black children, black families, black households to help us improve and get better and know our history. And then you got black women who are supposed to be, and this was a part of their plan with divide and conquer. Black women are the black man's weakness. So they are white supremacy's strongest tool. I'll say that again. Black women are black men's weakness. So they're white supremacy's strongest tool. So if they could get black women talking down on any black man who says something that's going to benefit the black community, they've won. And that's what we have taking place right now. When you get a black man like myself or anyone else who says the talking points that I come from, in most instances, you get pushback from black women when you're talking facts. If you say a woman who wants a man who makes 100K or more, she wants a man in the top 10%. You got women trying to push back on that. When you look up the statistics, 6% of black men, 6% of men, black men, make more than 100K. And 10